between Atma and Bhagwan. What is the difference between Atma and Bhagwan? I welcome you to this call. As I said, don't get nervous if my signal gets cut. I'm in an airport, and if it gets cut, I will be back shortly. Sip Kamalji, Sip Sachin, Sip Siri, Sip Atmanand, Sip Rumataji, Sip Shiva, Sip Chidanand, Sip Mita, Sip Ahem Sip, Sip Girija, Sip Harshal, Sip Rajanand, Sip Chotwani, Sip Anand, Sip Samatma, Sip Lakshmi, Sip Sukhi, Sip Bliss, Sip Gigi, Sip Sita, Sip Shair, Sip Nichani, Sip Bharatiyama, Sip Narayana, Sip Sarlana, Sip Krishna Namma, Sip Alak, Sip Sagai, Sip Krishna, Sip Jyoti, Sip Prakash, Sip Atmanji, Sip Girish Ananda, Sip Yogini, Sip Prashant, Sip Shiva, Sip Soham, Sip Rekha, Sip Bliko, Sip Atmatray, Sip Sundar Giri. And the rest of you whom I cannot see, I welcome you to the call. I thought it's an interesting topic. Let me see how interesting you make it. Chitra and then Ashok Nichani. Let us get the day rolling. Yes, Chitra.
I feel that impersonal self is Atma and impersonal self with a form is Bhagavan.
Explain, please. Please try to explain it.
Impersonal
in simple
self
words.
we say that,
in simpler words, which people can understand.
Yes, Atma, we know that concept. Atma is a ansh of it, a part of it. And when that Atma assumes a form for the human, to elevate the human beings like Rama or Krishna, they are called as Bhagavan.
Am I having a problem hearing Administrator, or is it clear, the sound?
It's slight disturbance is there.
Okay. I'm sorry, Chitra, I'm going to request you to, I put one more earpod. Can I request you to speak one more time?
Yeah. I feel that impersonal self, like Atma is a part of Sip, an ansh of Sip, and Bhagavan is when that Atma assumes a form. It can be without form, or it can be avatar like Rama.
Okay, good. Thank you, Chitra. Ashok Nichani. So that was the first explanation. I want 2-3 explanations to flow for us to start our discussion.
Shivam Sarji.
Shivam, Ashok.
Sarji, Bhagwan, Insani Bhagwan hai. All manifestation is God.
So what is the difference between Atman and Bhagwan?
The difference is nothing like supreme, SIT, supreme immortal power.
See, what you must try to say is, you must try to say the difference. What is the difference?
The difference, Atma is Paramatma hai.
So there's no difference?
Sip, we are human beings. We are also Bhagwan. We are Bhagwan. Human beings are Bhagwan. Manifestation of the Sip.
If you want everybody to benefit in the call, you must say, Atma is this, Bhagwan is this, the difference is this. Be clear. If I say what is the difference between a tomato and orange, you say tomato is red color, orange is orange color, tomato is a vegetable, orange is a fruit, tomato is not sweet, orange is sweet, orange has got pieces, tomato has got seeds. Like that, you have to be clear.
सर जी जो भगवान है वो मैनिफेस्टेशन ऑफ गॉड है और जो सेल्फ है ही इज आत्मा परमात्मा
And Bhagwan?
Bhagwan is manifestation of every human being is Bhagwan.
Okay, you're saying correctly, but only you're saying correct, but you're not giving the difference. Let me try Rajanand. देखते Rajanand आप भी confusion करेंगे या conclusion करेंगे? Rajanand. Unmute Rajanand. Shivam, sir.
Sir, Atma is basically spark of unique life, which is eternal consciousness, bliss, Satchit Anand. Where Bhagwan is the realized master, we have been calling Bhagwan to the realizing master. Basically, he is made of Panchbhuta like us, earth, water, air, and fire, ether, and वो eternal नहीं है. He has to die. He has to go. Bhagwan.
Bhagwan has to die.
भगवान पंचभूतों का होता है सर. This is eternal to me. Eternal. Ram Krishna to eternal. Ram and Krishna was not eternal. We call them Bhagwan. In that context, I am saying.
हाँ. तो यहाँ पे confusion हो गया.
हाँ.
यहाँ पे
मैं शिव को भगवान नहीं मानता हूँ सर. मैं
क्यों शिव को भगवान?
शिव इज शिव. वो फॉर्म में नहीं आया है. वो फॉर्म में नहीं आए हैं. और so I don't call Shiv as Bhagwan. I call Ram, Krishna and जो भी अवतार है.
मैंने कभी मेरे राम और कृष्णा को देखा नहीं. मुझे पता नहीं उसका क्या फॉर्म है, क्या फॉर्म नहीं है.
नहीं वो हिस्टोरिकल सर है. तो वो पंचभूतों के हैं. तो दैट हैड कम. वो आए और गए.
आज तो मेरा 2 घंटा मीटिंग हुआ पितामह भीष्म के साथ. 2 घंटा मेरा पॉडकास्ट हुआ आज. मुकेश खन्ना. अभी मैं वहां से लौटा. आई एम जस्ट कमिंग बैक फ्रॉम हिज स्टूडियो.
शक्तिमान.
शक्तिमान. Okay, Rajan, let us see. आज topic is interesting. It's not as simple as I thought. Topic is quite interesting. Let me see. Siba.
प्रणाम गुरुजी. ये भगवान जो है अगर हम हिंदी में तो वो आता है भगवान, मतलब गगन. भगवान वो मतलब वायु और न मतलब नीर, मतलब पंचमहाभूत आया गुरुजी इसके अंदर. तो ये भगवान का जो है तो ये पंचमहाभूत, हमारा शरीर बना है पंचमहाभूतों से.
Okay, let me change the question. I think you're getting confused. What is the difference between Atma and God? What is the difference between Atma and God?
गुरुजी पहले सुनो ना मेरा. मैंने बहुत अच्छा लिखा है गुरुजी. आई एम नॉट कंफ्यूज. तो मैं खाली उसको बोल रही थी कि भगवान है जो ये 5 एलिमेंट से बना है. तो जो हमारा शरीर है वो पंच महाभूतों से बना है, मीन्स भगवान से बना है. एंड उसके अंदर जो आत्मा है वो सोल है, वो स्पार्क ऑफ यूनिक लाइफ, वो सिप से मिला है हमें. तो वो सिप अंदर है, भगवान बाहर है. तो वो मिट्टी से जो बना है वो वापिस इसमें इधर ही छूटने वाला है. वो भगवान इधर ही छूटने वाला है, पर वो आत्मा ऊपर जाके मिलने वाला है. गुरुजी
इडली और डोसा में फर्क क्या है? वो इडली में आटा है, फिर वो चटनी है, फिर वो सांभर है, फिर वो आटा में थोड़ा घी डालना है, फिर वो चटनी सांभर के साथ थोड़ा टमाटो भी डालना है, फिर प्लेट लाना है, फिर स्पून लाना है, फिर फोर्क लाना है, फिर वो मिक्स किया तो ये इडली बनता है, वो डोसा बनता है. ऐसा बोलने से किसी को कुछ समझ में नहीं आता.
गुरुजी पर भगवान मतलब 5 तत्वों से बना हुआ शरीर है. भगवान मतलब
Now, I told you just as you were talking, what's the difference between the soul and God? What's the difference between Atma and Prabhu? What's the difference between Atma and Bhagwan? The Bhagwan, here we are talking of God. Don't just because of the podcast, आपने podcast में सुना भगवान अटक गए वहां पे. भगवान नहीं है.
गुरुजी भगवान मतलब उसका
सॉरी, भगवान भगवान नहीं है.
अच्छा.
बट भगवान का अंश है, भगवान वो नहीं है.
ओके.
लहर जो है, लहर समुद्र नहीं है. लहर है, लेकिन समुद्र लहर भी है ना. समुद्र बड़ा है, लहर एक पीस है, उसका एक छोटा पीस है लहर. वेव is a part of the ocean. You cannot say the wave is the ocean.
Voice.
Is my voice okay?
Your voice is a little distorted. Maybe the earphones, I think.
Okay, now is it okay?
Yeah.
Right.
Guruji, I was not able to hear what you were saying, Guruji.
Okay, let me get to the next. Let me hear Atman. Atman, you're back. Siba will come back. Because see, what am I trying to explain in this call?
This is better, right? Without earphones, it's better.
It's without earphone now?
Yes, when you came without earphones, it was better.
1 minute. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is it better here? Okay, I'm sorry. Let's continue. So we will just see this purpose of this call is to try to get to what is the difference between the soul and the Supreme God. What is the difference between Atma and Paramatma? That is what we are trying to get to. So, Atman.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam.
Yeah, so there is SIP everywhere. The manifestation of SIP is soul. So all human beings have a soul. So soul is what is Atman. That is my understanding.
Soul is Atman is very clear. Yeah.
Yeah, and what I feel is so all human beings have soul or have Atman. And what I think is among them, the realized one who realizes that he is the Atman, so that Jivan Mukta is a Bhagavan. That's what I was thinking.
Actually, that's not correct.
Okay.
See, I don't know. This topic I thought was very silly now as I'm looking at the topic, but it's a very everybody is struggling with the topic. The difference. What is the difference between wave and the ocean? Can you tell me what is the wave and ocean?
I think wave is just a manifestation of that ocean, is it? But everything is ocean only, but it just...
Yeah, but the wave, for example, the wave comes to the beach and goes back. Is the whole ocean coming to the beach and going back? In the wave, there are no fish, but in the ocean, there are fish.
Correct.
So like that, I'm saying, trying to understand elements. What is the difference between Atma? Let us be very clear. What is it between Atma? Now, Atma, Ruh, spirit, all these are one aspect, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What is the difference? And what is the difference between Atma and that Paramatma, Bhagwan, Supreme, whether you even can say Sip? That is, what is the difference? We are trying to, this discussion is to help beginners, help people who are confused about God, soul, get some clarity.
But then maybe my understanding is wrong because I thought Bhagwan means self-realized or the guru kind of a person.
No. Bhagwan is not a self-realized person cannot be Bhagwan. A self-realized person is a Satchidanand Atma. He's a Jivan Mukta. He's a Jivan Mukta. Bhagwan, and Bhagwan is not also Rama, Krishna. They are mythological gods. So even somebody said Rama, Krishna. No, Rama, Krishna, okay, they are one gods we pray to. They are gods with name and form. What is the difference between the soul and God? So interesting. I'm finding it turned out to be an interesting discussion because 15 minutes and we are still in the first over of the match. After 15, the match has not yet moved forward. Let me see. And it's good. It's good progress. I hope we will move forward. Siri and Karma. Atmanji and Rumataji.
Shivam Guruji, my understanding is Atman means soul, Bhagwan means Sip. And the difference between is like the ocean and waves, gold and ring, mud and pot, as you say. So Sip is supreme, it is everywhere. And the soul, it is a part of it. It comes, it is also a spark of unique life. That a part of it comes and afterwards it merges with that Sip. So Sip is everywhere. Sip is the supreme. That is Bhagavan. So they call it as Bhagavan, God, whatever you say. So this is my understanding. I understand.
No, it's a very good answer. It's very clear. I don't see any confusion. No wrinkles on the shirt. No wrinkles on the sari. Clean. But I don't know if everybody's understanding or some people have got confusion. So Sri, let us give chance to some more people to speak. But what you're saying is clear. What you're saying is, what is the difference between, like you're saying, what's the difference between mud and pot? So we have to be able to say what is mud, what is pot.
The gold and ring, as you told, you bring the gold, means that person was searching for that. There was ring and jewels, but he couldn't bring it. But actually it was gold. So in that way, Sip is everywhere. That is Bhagwan. Bhagwan, people are given the name. Bhagwan means supreme, the divine. Sip.
So people are confused. When they say Bhagwan, they're saying Bhagwan is Ram Avatar. Bhagwan is a realized soul.
That is before coming to this call. Once you go to spirituality, means till now, I know.
Let me see how many more people can get clarity like this. Karma, Atmanji, Rumataji, Prashant.
Shivoham here.
Shivoham.
There are days when my belief in telepathy gets strong because last night I was just going through Gurbani. One sentence came up. I thought I will discuss this with you or share it with you, and today you are asking that question. So to
What is
answer
that?
that, it's I like to read that. It's Tohi Mohi, Mohi Tohi Antaru Kaisa. Translation is you are me and I am you. What is the difference between us? So my understanding is it's one and the same thing. There is no difference.
That's a good answer. I like this answer. I like, although it is different from Shiva, I'm saying I like what Karma said. Mohi, tohi, tohi, mohi. I know what, I cannot repeat that in Punjabi.
Correct.
Huh?
Antaru kaisa. Correct.
Mohi, tohi, tohi, mohi, antaru kaisa. Huh?
Yeah.
I am you, you are me. What is the difference?
Correct.
So I find it interesting. Karma, please be patient. Let's see how the ball rolls. Okay, Karma?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you for your answer. Atmanji, many people are there today who want to speak. Let me see. Quickly, I'm going to go.
I bow down to you, Shiv, sir.
I bow down to you, sir.
Sir, in AiR philosophy of this spirituality, the Bhagwan is Shiv, supreme intelligent power, immortal power, and this thing, Atman is soul, the spark of a unique life. And for ignorant people, Shiv is not equal to soul, because in the ignorance, he's a Jivatma, a complex of body, mind, ego, and soul is entrapped in that case. So in that case, the attributes of sheep, which is present everywhere, energy, which is the cause of all the causes, that is omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent. That quality is missing in Jivatma. Once he realized the philosophy IS, I am soul, soul is sheep, sheep is in all, I am sheep. When he realized, then sheep becomes soul, and Bhagwan becomes Atman. This is my understanding, sir.
Bhagwan doesn't become Atman, Atman becomes Bhagwan.
Atman becomes Bhagwan. Both are
Correct,
because
no?
equivalent.
Are you saying Atman becomes Bhagwan?
No, Atman, when he realizes, it
when they
merges.
realizes, then
Then
Atman
it
becomes
becomes.
Bhagwan.
Plus
Not
one
the
thing,
Bhagwan
sir.
becomes Atman.
One thing, sheep can exist without soul. Ocean can exist in the silent mode when winds are not flowing, waves are not there. Ocean can be there. So sheep is there without soul, can exist.
Okay, good. Little bit twisted, but good answer. It's a little twisted for people to understand. Rumataji, Ahimsip.
प्रणाम गुरुजी शिवोहम
Pranam Mataji.
गुरुजी सोल जो है that is and भगवान is super energy मतलब supreme immortal power, no comparison with us, though we are Atma, but no comparison with supreme power, immortal power, because he is the creator of whole sansar, and all of us are ansh of Bhagwan. Those who take birth and die, they cannot be Bhagwan. Supreme immortal power, that is वही के he is present everywhere, powerful, और कोई भी जगह नहीं है जहाँ वो नहीं है. And soul is though Bhagwan, but we are nothing in comparison to supreme immortal power, because when we take birth, we come from there, and after death, when we leave sansar, we merge with supreme immortal power.
Okay, good, interesting. As I'm saying, as we are getting closer to the call, if there are more, I like what Karma gives such a beautiful answer. She said, Mohi, tuhi, mohi, farak kaisa. So, such a clear answer, if you all can try to make the answer simple, it will help. And different people have different understanding. Some are saying it's the same, some are saying it's not the same. There are different people giving different answers.
You're frozen, eh?
Administrator, I've lost the signal on the tab. So we finished Dhru Mataji. Administrator, who's next?
Ahimsip.
Amsip, please continue, Amsip.
Shivoham Guruji, I bow down with
Shivoham,
reverence
Shivoham.
to everyone on
Yes.
this call. Guruji, SIP is supreme immortal power.
Yes.
The only truth, there is nothing beyond that. That is the highest thing. Atma is a part of that power only, which comes to a body because, when mind and ego, they take birth to settle their karmas, then the soul gives the energy to the zygote so that, and it becomes a jivatma so that the bodily functions can be done and the karmas can be settled.
So what's the difference?
Sorry?
So what's the difference between the two? You explained correctly. Both
Yes,
you are saying
there
is
is
correct.
no-
Today,
yeah, there is-
today, it's very easy. The question is not what is soul, what is SIP. You are giving answer to this. What is soul, what is SIP. The question is what is the difference?
There is no difference. That is part of SIP only, which is embodied in the body.
Acha.
Make it
Now, you're coming, you're similar to karma, I think. But somebody, I think, who else gave another answer which was very different? I don't know who gave another answer. I'm not sure. Was it Rajanand or was it Atmanand or Ashok? Who did Siri? What did Siri say? Siri, are you there? Can I have request Siri to Siri? Did you say the same thing or different thing? Unmute Siri.
Same only, Guruji. I said ocean and waves, they come and they merge. Gold and ring, as you see, the ring is also made of gold in that way, mud and pot.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Atma. So we are on the right, now we are the right train. Atmatray Sukhi. Atmatray and Sukhi.
Shivam, sir.
Sure.
Sir, I think Bhagwan is a sun and the reflection in pot, water, it is the man or soul.
No, very beautiful. Please explain properly.
My English is poor, that's why I'm getting stuck.
Where we lost you?
Yes, Atmatray. You
हाँ
can
सर
hear me?
भगवान है ना
हिंदी में बोलो।
सूरज जैसा है भगवान एज सूरज है और उसका जो रिफ्लेक्शन होता है ना पॉट में पानी में हम देखते टब में देखते सूरज का रिफ्लेक्शन देखते वो एज ए सोल
Okay. See, Atmatra is saying something different now. It's not far away from what we are talking about, but something little bit different. Okay.
Yes.
So, Administrator, thank you, Atmatra. Very clearly said. Who's next, Administrator?
Okay.
Yes, please. Unmute.
Shivoham, sir. I bow down to all the SIP in the call. So Bhagwan is very clear, SIP, supreme immortal power, and Atma is soul. All the living beings are manifestation of SIP. So only human being can realize Atma is part of SIP. So both are same.
So both are same.
Only human beings can realize.
This is where I am trying to get to see who has got complete clarity. Many of you are saying both are same. Many of you are saying one is the manifestation of the other. One is saying one is the sun and the reflection. So today, before end of the call, let us have clarity. This is my goal for today. We must have clarity before end of the call. But Suki, you're saying manifestation, right, Suki? Suki, you said manifestation. Huh?
All living beings are manifestation of SIP.
Yeah.
And only human being, when they realize, they can realize that Atma is part of SIP.
So what's the difference between Atma and Bhagwan? Are you giving clear difference?
Soul and SIP are same. That's
same.
what I
That's all. Okay. Nichani, she says same.
you.
Soul and SIP. Nichani, you're back in action. Otherwise, Nichani, Sachin. If Nichani is not there, Sachin, please. Sachin.
Take minute.
Sachin and Krishna.
Shivam Guruji.
Shiva.
I just want to give 2-3 things on this. One is what I've understood is Satyam Shivam Sundaram is what is the answer. Second answer is like the balloon answer, where you had blown 2 balloons. When you remove the air from the balloon, it merges with the bigger air, the bigger power. So this is the answer. So whether you say ocean, ocean.
Continue.
Whether you say ocean or a wave, whether you say balloon or a example of a balloon, or whether you say Satyam Shivam Sundaram, all is meaning same. End of the day, it's same. Soul is part of a supreme power. And after death, it merges back to, after liberation or after death, it merges back to the same power. Unless it has a karma to come back.
No, don't say that. Soul never has karma to come back. Don't say that.
No, not soul. Me has karma to come back.
But that has nothing to do with the soul.
Yeah,
soul
correct.
Nothing,
yeah, soul has
no
nothing
game
to do with
play.
it.
Nothing to do with that, what you told. Okay. That took us away from the main point. You were saying it so beautifully, but you should not say that about the karma.
Right.
So, just like, what is the difference between? Okay, luckily I'm holding this, so I'm stopping for a moment, and I'm asking what Sachin said. So here it is. What is the difference between the air in this balloon and the air outside this balloon?
No difference. After you remove it.
No, wrong.
After you.
Wrong. See, this is, I'm coming to you all. Are you saying this, all of you, are you saying there's no difference? Air in this balloon and air outside the balloon is no difference?
Moment you remove the air from this, it will merge back to the same.
That is the right answer. But the air in this balloon right now is different. The air in these 2 balloons are different. Air in this balloon is different, air in this balloon is different, and the air outside is different. You can't say it's the same.
Right, it is different. But moment you remove the air, it will merge back to the same.
Okay. Krishna, good answer, but let's see what Krishna says. Krishna and Will will come with some unique answers. So let's see Krishna and Will.
Krishnoham. Sir, though the essence, as you said, the wave and the ocean, the essence is the same, but soul is different from SIP because SIP does not require a body, whereas soul requires a body to manifest. That's the first difference. Without a body, there is no soul. And then SIP is omniscient, omnipresent, and omnipotent, whereas soul is not.
Very good. Good.
And as you always say, my soul is different from your soul, as long as,
Yeah, but there's no my Bhagwan different from your Bhagwan, not like that.
No. Since it is the same, of course, it is a spark of that divine only. It is a spark, and SIP is supreme. There is a difference in, the power and the quantity, whatever. Yeah.
Fully in consciousness. Where you are, I don't know, but you're fully in consciousness today. So when you're fully in consciousness, answer comes close like a crystal clear stream. And when you're not fully in consciousness, wo aisa hai, because mind is contaminating it. The moment the mind contaminates, we are not able to think properly. Then we are gone. Okay. So it's just like I had one more example today, but I don't know. The ring and the gold. I'm just so what is the difference between a bar of gold and a ring?
One is the cause and the other is an effect or a manifestation.
Did you say cause and effect before, or now you're adding this point? This point.
I've written by cause and effect, but because you showed the balloon.
No, We must have, see, this is the sign of enlightenment. Krishna, if you can have this clarity all the time, then completely awakened. नहीं तो थोड़ा ऐसा कभी थोड़ा. You know the dangerous thing when I drive in Iceland, have I told you all? Have I told you the most dangerous thing when I drive in Iceland? No. I'm driving at 140 kilometers an hour. And sometimes, not always, sometimes I fall asleep when I'm driving. While I'm driving, sometimes at 140 kilometers an hour, I fall asleep. You can understand there's an ocean on one side and there's a mountain on the other side. If that happens, anything can happen. That's why they don't let me drive. They don't allow me to drive. That's a big problem. Thank you, Krishna. Will, very beautifully said. So much clarity. I may call upon you to again explain. So be ready for it. Will.
Shivohang, this is a very lovely topic. It's just like love. You're talking about love. This is what love is.
So what is the difference between the soul and the supreme?
Well, I think you've spoken very well. I mean, it's beautifully spoken. I think that the Atman is the one that you see first. It's like catching a mouse. First you see the tail. And then you realize that the tail is part of the mouse. I think the Atman is what you see the first. You see the wave, then you see the ocean. Somehow you see it. I don't know why it's visible, but you
So beautiful. No, beautiful. You're just saying you want to continue if you want to talk, but what you're saying is absolutely right. I like what you said. It's just like saying you saw the tail. You saw the tail, but the tail is the mouse. But the tail is part of the mouse. But it's different. The mouse is the whole. The tail is just the tail.
Yeah, you're stalking. You somehow you see it. I don't know why you see that first, but you always see the Atman first, and then you actually realize it's just it's the same. So it's a kind of gradually opening experience. Yesterday we were talking about love, and I think people you don't see God love you, but you get an idea. You're following a trail, It's all like you're going up the trail. You go towards love. You go to the Atman. I think there's a kind of gradual progress from one to the other. That's my idea.
No doubt. Beautiful, Will. Thank you. Very beautiful. Bliko. Let's Rajanan, we'll come back to second round because I want to Bliko and Shiva. Bliko and Shiva.
Shivoham, love you all.
Shivoham.
So, my answer is simply no, there is no difference. But when you want to find the difference between Atma and Paramatma, it is very clear. Paramatma means the supreme. The supreme is the Atma is part of that supreme. So in that way, there is no difference. But the capacity-wise, there is a difference because we have, name, form, and existence, which is different because which is visible in Maya. So that's why that difference is visibly in Maya stage. But in absolute stage, there is no difference because there is only one. There is no two. So there is no question of Atma and Paramatma. It is only Paramatma, which is manifesting as Atma in the name, form, and
now you all are getting
transaction.
Now you all are getting it's just like saying the sky is dark, the sky is black or blue. Now the point is the sky is black also and the sky is blue also.
Correct.
In the daytime the sky is blue. It looks blue. It is actually not blue. And in the nighttime it looks black.
So it's the appearance is only is the quality of that Atma, which is appearing as a body, mind, ego. And I can give one more analogy. It's like a movie. It is in the movie, and when there is a screen is a Paramatma on which this movie is playing. So as if there is no difference. Yeah.
That's a little complicated. But see, we all know, I hope at the end of the call we should know, the Atma is what is giving our heart power to beat, right? Atma is inside us. So is that Atma Paramatma or is that Atma not Paramatma? Liko?
Yeah, Atma is not Paramatma, but Paramatma is only that which gives power to Atma. Like electricity gives the power to bulb. Bulb is not electricity. Bulb is just a manifestation of electricity.
Yeah, this is quite an interesting discussion. Thank you, Shiva. I'm happy. I'm happy at the progress of the talk. Thank you. Shiva.
Shiva Guruji,
Shiva.
what I understand is Atma is soul, supreme immortal. So, spark of unique life in individual, it is an individual soul forever. So, but it is a part of SIP, whereas Paramatma is SIP, which is pervading all over. So, when you say soul, what is the difference? The individual soul connects us to the divine. Like you said, ring and gold. The underlying thing is only gold.
Very good. So therefore, the difference is?
The soul connects us to the divine only, no, at the end.
Does the soul connect you with the divine, or the soul is the divine?
Soul is divine. Soul, I am soul. Soul is SIP only.
So there's
but
no difference.
Since it is though after death it connects, it merges with SIP only, no.
And before
Paramatma
that,
is pervading all over. It is Bhagwan is all over.
But what is the difference before
SIP,
death? What is
that
the
is
difference?
SIP.
Before death, what is the difference?
It is only a part of SIP. Soul is only a part of SIP.
It's a spark.
So when we
only a
realize
spark.
that I am SIP, spark.
Yes. When we realize, what you're saying, when we realize I am SIP?
Only a spark. So when we realize that, then we become one with the divine. When I realize that I am SIP, that is I am connecting with the divine, and I become one.
Okay, good. Thank you, Siva. Very good answer. I don't know how to conclude this. I don't know, because I will try. Rajanand and
No, am I right? Am I
Das.
right, Guruji?
No, you are absolutely right. But we have to now see, there are people talking different things. So I try to consolidate it. We have to consolidate it. And all of you are saying the same thing, but you are all saying in different ways. Somebody telling Malayalam, somebody telling Telugu, somebody Tamil, somebody Kannada, somebody all different. Kannada is different. That day somebody got angry at me. Why you are saying Kannada? I was speaking to Hindi person. So Hindi people say Kannada, but person in Bangalore says they not Kannada, man, Kannada. So same word. One is saying Kannada, one is saying Kannada. Now what is right? Kannada is right or Kannada is right? Both are Kannada. But people in Delhi will say, "Tum Kannada bolte ho." People in Bangalore say, "Kannada matadre." So Kannada and Kannada, फर्क हो गया. क्या है Kannada? Same है, फर्क है. क्या है फर्क? Rajanand and Das. Thank you, Shiva. Rajanand and Das.
सर नाउ परमात्मा है हम बोलते हैं सर भगवान इंसान आत्मा परमात्मा दैट इज व्हाई आई गॉट कंफ्यूज्ड
वो सही है फर्क क्या है?
फर्क सर सुनिए परमात्मा तो इज द यूनिवर्सल कॉन्शियसनेस Atma is the individual consciousness. Atma is created to enlive the material body. Atma is created to enlive the material body. Well, Paramatma is there, all pervading. And basically, Paramatma is the infinite. जैसे आप बोलते बैलून की बात, मैं इसमें एक और ऐड करता हूँ अपना. Paramatma is the infinite ocean in which the Atma, the reverse, the different है. Ultimately, they merge.
आप क्यों हमेशा सही आंसर बोल के फिर उसको चटनी क्यों बना देते हैं?
सर अब मेरे हिसाब से
अभी आपने इतना बढ़िया आंसर दिया, उतना स्टॉप करना था. The difference between Atma and Bhagwan is individual consciousness and universal consciousness. किसी ने आंसर नहीं बोला शायद, पता नहीं. Anybody told this answer?
नहीं पहले बोला था मैंने, लेकिन मैं भगवान के लिए बोला था वो. सर ये एक और पॉइंट, इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट जो मेरे मन में आ रहा है कि आई थिंक दीज आर टू वर्ड्स फॉर द सेम नॉन ड्यूअल रियलिटी. जो हम नॉन ड्यूअल रियलिटी बोलते हैं, दे आर फॉर सेम वर्ड्स फॉर द सेल्फ एंड सुप्रीम सेल्फ.
फर्क क्या है?
फर्क सेल्फ इज उसमें ये क्रेडिटेड टू एनलिव द मटेरियल बॉडी या इंडिविजुअल कॉन्शियसनेस.
What is the difference? The question today, what is the difference between Atma and Sip?
Atma is individual, Atma is soul, and Sip is the supreme soul.
One is a spark of unique life, and one is Universal life.
Universal life. Cosmic
one
life.
is the one is air in the balloon, and one is atmosphere, complete atmosphere.
All around.
One is only अंगूठी, and one is पूरा सोना.
नहीं सर, एक और पॉइंट है सर जो मैं कंफ्यूज कर रहा हूँ. आप अभी बोल रहे थे कि there is difference between this soul and that soul, but there should be no difference between my soul and his soul and there should be difference. जीव आत्मा में डिफरेंस हो सकती है, बट सोल में डिफरेंस कहाँ है? सोल तो एक ही है, हैं?
लेकिन सी सोल तो बिल्कुल 100% वही है.
सबका सोल एक ही है ना सर. हम जीव आत्मा हम डिफरेंट है. You are enlightened जीव आत्मा, मैं enlightened नहीं हूँ. There is a difference. Yeah.
That is not the difference in the soul.
The soul तो वही है ना सर.
Soul तो वही है. Soul तो वही
है. Just अभी बोल रहे थे ना सर, soul different है. That is not there.
Therefore, there are two or three different views today.
Yeah.
एक बोलता है मैं तू ही तू मोही, फर्क क्या है? पता नहीं क्या वो गुरबानी में क्या बोले, मैं तू ही तू मोही, फर्क क्या है? और कोई बोलते हैं नहीं, फर्क है. One is the cause, other is the effect. One is, आपने अभी इतना ब्यूटीफुली बोला, one is individual consciousness, one is universal consciousness. Is there a difference between individual consciousness and universal consciousness? Yes or no is the question we have to answer.
There should be, as non-duality reality, reality जो non-duality में सिखा रहे हैं आप, there should be no difference ultimately. It is the same thing, appearing as body, ultimately.
But the Atma is encapsulated in a jiva.
It has limited
functions. The moment you are a spark of unique life, soul, then that Atma becomes part of the jiva.
And it gets limited to some identity.
Absolutely. And its function is to give life, not omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient.
Yeah, not everywhere.
So this is the tricky part of the whole subject. Thank you, Rajanan. Das, welcome back. I'm seeing you, I think, after a long time. Yes, Das. Das?
Yes. I have two analogies. When we put a 10 pot of water, so the reflection of the sun into the pot is the Atma, and the sun is the Paramatma. And another analogy is that when we put a mirror in the front of us, so the reflection in the mirror is Atma, and when we remove the mirror, the person who is looking into the mirror is Paramatma. So these are the two analogies. Because in the scripture also said that the Iswar runs Jiva Avinashi, means the Jiva is the part of Iswar. And like Atma is added with the every word, like Paramatma, Mahatma, Papatma, Punyatma. So the Atma
so after your analogies, can you tell what is the difference between Atma and Paramatma?
Atma is the spark of the Paramatma in the human body. To nullify it gives the power to nullify all the karmas.
So what is the difference?
There is no difference.
Good answer. Though you're coming after a long time, good answer. Chidanand.
Shubham Guruji. I think it is like sunlight and moonlight. Actually, there is no difference. On enlightenment, you realize that moonlight is actually sunlight only reflected.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful. But see, what happens is, while answers are very beautiful today, practically in Atma, it's not jailed inside, but it's encapsulated. The Atma continues to give, to empower. It continues to empower a jiva to live till such time the lila is unfolding. So therefore, it's like the Paramatma on deputation. You know, when the Paramatma is on deputation, the Paramatma says, okay, I am putting the Paramatma puts one spark on deputation in Africa, one spark on deputation in Australia, one spark on deputation in England, one may be in Dharve slums. The moment that spark of unique life is in that body, it has to continue its existence. It has to continue being its existence till such time that that Maya's Leela, that karma is over. Therefore, the Atma is bound by the Leela of karma, created by Paramatma. The Atma is not, although the Atma is an effect of Paramatma, although Paramatma is universal consciousness, Atma is individual consciousness. Paramatma can do whatever you want, but Atma cannot do. Atma is tied. Atma is tied in the sense it is not out of slavery, but it is ordered. It is ordered by Paramatma. Jao, be in Chidanand. Till Chidanand is continuing to be enlightened. Don't leave. Be there. So now that Atma is on deputation. It's like the Indian army at Siachen Glacier. Go. The order comes from the government or from the chief of staff. Go to this mountain. Then Atma is not freely coming. Atma is deputed by Paramatma. But Atma is Paramatma. Atma is nothing but Paramatma. We are nothing but Paramatma. Therefore, this complete understanding is very, very important. Anything more, Siddharth?
Yeah, actually, the fact is, on enlightenment, you realize that Atma is Paramatma. Till the time enlightenment is there, we understand, but we still see the difference.
Good. So therefore, there's a difference between Atma and Satchidananda. There's a difference between Atma and Jivan Mukta Atma. So every Atma is not a Jivan Mukta Atma, but Atma is Atma, which means in the moment of death, Atma will return back to Paramatma. The duty is over. Then another Atma will give birth.
Ignorance persists, it will come back.
This not everybody understands. Okay, let's quickly, we have 5 minutes more. Sundargiri, quickly. Sundargiri, Meenakshi, Jata Shankar. Sundargiri, Meenakshi and Jata Shankar. Quickly, please.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, Sundar.
In understanding, sir, Bhagwan is the whole and one is the part.
You're saying one is the whole, one is the part.
Yes, and
good.
Ultimately, whole and part are the same.
Well said. I can't hear you. I'm struggling to hear you.
Could you hear me, sir? Now?
It's better. Yeah, better.
Yeah. So what I was trying to say, the Bhagwan is the whole and Atma is the part. But the difference between the whole and part. After all, part and whole
And your voice is very, very difficult. I heard your whole and part, but beyond that, I'm not able to hear.
Yeah. So, yeah. So Bhagwan is the whole and Atman is the part.
Yes, heard you. Heard you three times.
Yes, yes. And ultimately, there is no difference between whole and part because the part is part of the whole only.
Correct. Correct. Very well explained.
There is no difference at all.
Okay, your voice is not clear, but your answer is very clear. Your voice is not clear. Meenakshi Jain. Thank you, Sundar. Meenakshi Jain.
Yes, sir, Shivam.
Yes,
sir, I think there is no difference, but until we don't become the Paramatma, we call it Atma because it is trapped in
beautiful.
body.
No, beautiful. Look at this. Look at the new answer. Little bit new answer. There is no difference when we realize that we are not the Tan, Man, Ahankar. Then in that moment, the Atma and Paramatma are one. Although it still is there that one is individual consciousness and one is. But I like your answer. It is a little bit more explained than what the Gurbani says. मैं तो ही तू मोही फर्क क्या है? You are saying फर्क ये है अगर अविद्या में है, then we don't know. If we are in ignorance, then we can never say that Atma is Paramatma, Paramatma is Atma. Cannot say. Only in non-duality you can say. Okay, Meenakshi, anything else?
Yes,
Jata
sir.
Shankar.
No,
Thank you.
thank you.
Jata Shankar, we will close Jata Shankar. Then we will second round Chitra and Ashok Michani after the we'll still Chitra and Ashok after this. Yes, Jata. Jata Shankar. Jata Shankar, are you there? Otherwise, Chitra. Jata Shankar or Chitra?
Yeah, Shivoham.
Shivoham.
So, for the Atma, with the help of the consciousness, experiences the waking, dream, and deep sleep state, and Paramatma or the God, SIP with the SIP energy creates, maintains, and destroys the universes. Like so,
what is the SIP energy? What does it do?
Bhagwan जो है, Bhagwan is the one who creates, maintains, and destroys the universes. ब्रह्मांड का बनाना, उसको मेंटेन करना और डिस्ट्रॉय करना, जो करता है उसको भगवान. और इंडिविजुअल लेवल में जो वेकिंग स्टेट, ड्रीम स्टेट और डीप स्लीप स्टेट को विटनेस करता है वो.
Okay. Okay. Point listened, but I have to move on, Chitra. But Prabhu is not doing any breaking. Prabhu is not a mason. Prabhu is not doing any construction. He's not an engineer. This whole world is just manifesting, but he is not a constructor. Ashok Michani, last, then we will close.
Shivam Sarji.
Shivam.
Sarji, according to me, Bhagwan, like insani Bhagwan hai. Atma is neti neti tattvamasi. I am not
What is
this.
the difference? What is the difference?
The difference is here insani Bhagwan hai, and when I understand neti neti tattvamasi, thou I am not this, I am thou art that.
What is the difference?
The difference is thou art that is the supreme, like ocean, and I am only a dot of it.
Okay, let us meditate. I think in the meditation we will get the answer, and if the answer is not correct, then let us see how we will end. But I always know that in meditation we will get the answer. Okay, I hope there's not too much noise, but I'll come closer and I'll speak. Aham Atma Paramatma. Aham Atma Paramatma. Aham Atma Paramatma. Aham Atma Paramatma. O Lord, the Atma is Paramatma. The individual consciousness is the supreme consciousness. The ring is nothing but gold. The wave is nothing but the ocean. The pot is made of mud. It's nothing but mud. Why are we so confused of who we are? Why are we lost in the realization that we are SIP? I am the soul. Soul is SIP. I am SIP. SIP is in all. As long as we are in ignorance, we are definitely different from you. As long as we are ignorance, we feel individual consciousness and supreme consciousness. But in reality, there is no individual consciousness and supreme consciousness. The truth is, there is one consciousness that's permeating everywhere. It appears that you are the cause and we are different effects. But the different effects only comes because of duality. The moment we drop duality, when there's Advaita, non-duality, when you are the one in every kan, you are the one in kana, in every cell, in every atom, then everything is the individual consciousness, the universal consciousness, everything is you. But unfortunately, we are unable to contemplate And we say, what is the difference between Atma and Paramatma? In simple words, there is no difference. There is no difference. What is the difference between a drop of water and a bucket of water? The drop of water comes from the bucket. It is part of the bucket of water. Where did the drop of water come from? Where did the wave come from? Where did the Atma come from? The Atma comes from the Paramatma and the Atma goes back to the Paramatma. But because we are caught in avidya, we don't realize that this universal consciousness is the individual consciousness. It is only in consciousness, only in mindfulness, only in that state of anubhuti, we realize Shivoham, Shivoham. Why is it so difficult to realize? Because somehow the senses of the body, the mind, the ego doesn't let us break through. And because we break through, we struggle. So to conclude, the Atma is Paramatma. The Atma may be in the Jivatma, but it doesn't stop being Paramatma. The wave comes from the ocean. It doesn't stop being the ocean. It appears as a wave and goes back. But it is always the ocean. You and me, we are always Paramatma. You and me can never be not be Paramatma. You and me can never miss being Paramatma. Therefore, it is important to contemplate Atma, Paramatma. Or when we contemplate, then that our moments come. No doubt we all have Atma. No doubt we are all manifestations. But why we feel the difference? Why we can't say, मैं तू ही तू मोही, फर्क क्या है? Because the mind and the ego conditions us to thinking that individual consciousness and universal consciousness. And nothing wrong in saying individual consciousness and universal consciousness. But if you want to know the ultimate answer, what the difference between Atma and Paramatma, there is no difference. There is no difference. One is the cause, one is the effect, one is individual consciousness, one is universal consciousness. One is a drop of water, one is a bucket of water. But the fact is, yes, it is commissioned. I use the word it is commissioned to be Atma. But who is commissioned to be Atma? It is none other than Paramatma. Paramatma is in you. Paramatma is in me. Paramatma is. We call it Atma because it's an individual consciousness. But that individual consciousness, the Atma, is nothing other than Paramatma. There is no difference. With folded hands, I bow down.